Why, howdy, stranger.
Let's make history.
What's going on, guys? JD here, completely spoiling season 2. We got a mic. We're kind of like actually a YouTuber now. But I just watched Lip Sync Battle, which I was kind of like, okay, maybe this would be decent. But it was so good, I'm pausing break to film this. No, this is technically not a season 2 episode. I don't even know if I'm gonna call this History in the Mix. But whoa! Okay. The only good estate projects we have gotten is Bad 25 and the Off the Wall documentary and all the Spike Lee stuff. But this, the lip sync battle, it beats all of those combined. Like every estate project, put them up all together. I need to format this kind of. I need to like actually have a review instead of just talking about how good it was. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Mixing History, because my Instagram game is pretty sad right now. I have 1,000 followers on Twitter, 3,000 subs, and 700 followers on Instagram. If this is still ear rape, I'm sorry, especially editing me. So first off, I need to get an extender for like the mic so I know it's out and that's not how you're supposed to wear it. You're supposed to wear it inside, but calm down, get off of me. And two, before everybody comments on the hoodie, you know, hot topic. Man, okay, so I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be a pain in the butt to edit because, you know, you got to find footage and you got to find pictures and it just happened. Whoa. So the show started out with the cast: Neil Patrick Harris, Laverne Cox, oh my god, I forgot her name. Dang it. Taraji Henson and Haley Steinfeld. So they all come out and they do want to be starting something, you know, to kind of like introduce themselves and LL Cool J and stuff. And then we go into the first performance, which is Neil Patrick Harris doing Smooth Criminal. Now, the song mix was terrible. It was horrendous. They cut it at all the wrong places. Like, you know, the big thing in Smooth Criminal is you've been hit by dun dun, you've been struck by a smooth criminal, and that's like the big thing. And then it like ends there, and like it's cool, or they have like a pause, like the dun 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 dun, pow! But like they like cut in a verse. What was it? Sunday, but a black day, like right after they hit the thing. Didn't really like that, but Neil Patrick Harris though, his facial expressions and his all-around movement made that 10 times better for me. Laverne Cox doing Dirty Diana. You know, I don't really want to talk bad about any performance, but this had to have been the most weird and least favorite of the night for me. It doesn't really have anything to do with Laverne. I don't know if she came up with everything, I don't know, but Dirty Diana is not that hard to do. It's Michael, a guitarist, and some smoke. So like they were doing it, Dirty Diana, and like she came out, she missed her cue a few times I noticed, but I'm not trying to nitpick. She went on there and you know, she was doing it, and it was really cool for like the first 30 seconds, and then it hit Dirty Diana, and then like the bass drop and everything, and like these purple dancers came out, and then like the thing just said Dirty Diana in like all capital letters and just threw it at you, and I didn't really like that. I didn't like that at all, and it felt like, okay, with everything we're going to talk about later, Haley Steinfeld and I need to remember her name, Taraji P. Henson. I don't know why that's such a hard name for me to remember. They all took the music videos and they didn't really do their own thing, but they performed it how they would have performed it. I guess, you know, they kind of did do their own thing. But she did her own thing and completely remixed everything, and I didn't like that. It just wasn't close enough to the original video for my taste, but that's just me, a diehard Michael Jackson fan.
And I can get like close to the mic and do one of those weird sound.
Hey, look, hey, look, there's 2 mics on my body. Haha. And then we have Taraji P. Henson doing Beat It. Really, really cool. This is like the first performance that really like kept my jaw dropped. It was great. She went out there, she did it. She just had like this feeling of she's going out there and to dominate, and you knew she was really confident and she knew what she was going to do and she knew everything, and that was great. I loved her stuff, and she was the runner-up for me. The mix was actually really good. This was the first mix that I think was decent. Smooth Criminal, choppy. Dirty Diana, just stupid. But Beat It was great. A perfect short version. It's not hard to do short versions of Michael songs because, frankly, he extends them to be so freaking long. Just cut out a few verses and that's fine. Like, You Are Not Alone, 7 minutes. Are you kidding me? Cut the living bejesus out of that. Taraji's performance was almost the best of the night until we talk about Haley Steinfeld, who in the History Tour outfit and just all around, may I say, hey, oh man, no, she did really, 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 really good. It was a perfect reversal, role reversal. Her being like the I don't know, approacher? I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. She played Michael's character, and that worked amazingly. Like, more than amazingly. Like, she couldn't have done this better. It came out, she came out, and then it just started, and I was like, okay, this will be cool, you know. But then she got on top of the car and yelled, "Hey!" So she went out there and just dominated. They all did great in their own ways, especially Laverne. I feel like I'm putting too much hate on Laverne. She went out there and she did it, and it was great. And they had this little breakdown segment where she got in the rain. They didn't really have rain in the video, but I guess it was close enough. It was like what's the thing? Is it like Beyonce Halo or something, where like she sits in the chair and she pulls the thing and all the water comes down? I don't know, maybe that's something else. I listened to the Beatles and Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson, not too educated on things like Beyonce. And I do think she kind of had an edge because, you know, she's in Pitch Perfect and she's a singer herself. So really, she's already experienced with doing dance moves and stuff. So that is a little unfair, but she did win either way. So let's rank them. 4, it's got to be Dirty Diana. Didn't really find too much special with that. 3rd has to be Taraji's Beat It. I loved it, and it's kind of hard to put that at number 3 because I loved it so much. But I don't really want to downplay it, but it was nothing too out of the ordinary, and it's kind of what I was expecting, and I'm not trying to throw it down. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that it's kind of, you know, what I expected. But Smooth Criminal, number 2, Neil Patrick Harris's Smooth Criminal. He took Smooth Criminal, which I thought was going to be like, oh yeah, cool, they're going to go on there, dun dun, struck by, boom, lean. But he just put so much enthusiasm in it, and you could really tell he was enjoying himself. And then number 1, obviously, Haley Steinfeld. I don't want you guys to think I'm being biased, really. I enjoyed her performance the most, just because it was new, but not too new, that made it feel awkward and like remixed. I loved it. Everybody did great. And then where would I go without talking about MJ1? I love Immortal, the soundtrack, and MJ1, I've never seen it. My dad's been there and got me some stuff, but I've never seen the show. But, you know, it's kind of common knowledge, like, what it is. You know, they go on there and they dance. And they, like, acrobatic in Circus Olay. And, I gotta say, with Bad, I was pretty disappointed. Because it was so overdone. You know, they had like the mohawks and the weird colored hair and the jackets. I'm bad, you're bad, yeah. And I didn't really enjoy that, and that was probably the worst part of the night for me. I was really expecting for them to go in there and do Blood on the Dance Floor, to promote Blood on the Dance Floor 2017. But no, screw that, that's not gonna happen, and they did Bad. Which, if you're gonna not do Blood on the Dance Floor, do Thriller. I'm not one to say do Thriller and do Billie Jean. But you can't just not talk about Billie Jean. But it worked well. I could omit Billie Jean and Black or White and stuff like that, but Thriller, you gotta do Thriller. And especially with all the dancers they had, that would have been great. And I also wish they would have done Scream. I think Janet's busy on some project, probably the Netflix project that she has coming out, the State of the World documentary. but I just wanted them to redo the MTV VMA performance in 2009, right when Michael passed away. How they did the mega mix, and then they did Scream, and she came out and did her little part. Like, I wanted to see Haley, or it probably would have been funnier if Neil would have done it, if they would have done Scream and just him going wild, tired of injustice, and then just use the same mix where they point, bow, peek in the shadow, and Janet comes out, and that would have been hilarious and awesome. And to be quite honest, Janet probably had a lot of better things to do than lip sync battle, but that's not dethroning anybody else, just, you know, it's Janet. But man, I had so much fun tonight, the quickest hour of my life. I loved it, and if this is not a way to bring in or promote Paramount Network, I don't know what is. I cannot wait to see how many views this got. Not the video, because, you know, if you want to like and subscribe, you can do that too. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Mixing History. Follow me on Twitter at Mixing History. And I'm going to go continue with break, guys. Season 2 is going great. I have a bunch of stuff planned. Right now, what am I doing? I'm writing scripts. I'm coming up with ideas. I just need time to think and, you know, taking a break from editing every week. Because, you know, that kind of, you know, just new stuff is coming, y'all. Like, we got a mic, we got a new record player, which I think that was in the season finale. But I'm gonna go write some more stuff, and I have a bunch of ideas, especially when it comes to new intros. And I'm saying too much. Bye. Make that change.
Oh yeah, all right.